Hello everyone and welcome to the Sew It Yourself Pattern channel. In this video I will show you how to sew the Hailey top with or without the straps. For the sizes XXS to S, cut the top on fold. Only one side seam needs to be sewn. For that, place the side seam right sides together and sew with a 1 cm seam allowance. And after, serge the seam allowance using a zigzag stitch or overlock and press to one side. And for the sizes M to 4X large, cut the front and back pieces separately. Both side seams needs to be sewn. For that, place the front and back pieces right sides together and sew both side seams with a 1 cm seam allowance. And also here, serge the seam allowances using a zigzag stitch or serger and press them to one side. And then finish the upper and lower edges using a serger or a zigzag stitch. That's for all sizes now. And then you can start to serge. And the next step is to hem the bottom and top of the top. And for that I'm using a rolled hem foot. It automatically rolls the fabric and stitches a narrow hem at the same time. And without a rolled hem foot you can just make the hem with a normal foot and straight stitch. And then give the hem a good press. And the next step is to take the elastic thread. Hand wind it loosely on the bobbin and make sure give it a bit of a stretch. As you can see, I'm also stretching it a little bit and make the bobbin full. And then put it into your bobbin case. And then insert the bobbin case into your sewing machine and bring up the elastic bobbin thread. And then change the settings to a stitch length of 3.5 or 4 millimeters and the thread tension set to between 4 and 6. And then you can start to sew horizontal rows using a straight stitch. Start about 1 or 1.5 centimeters below the top of the top. Sew on the right side of the fabric so that the elastic thread lies on the wrong side. And the row spacing between should also be 1 to 1.5 centimeters, and either you make markings or you align with the width of your presser foot. And when you start with the second row, gently stretch the fabric slightly while sewing each row to prevent the formation of unwanted pleats. And then sew around 10 to 15 rows, depending on the desired length of your smoked area. And once you've finished all the rows you wanted, the strapless Hailey top is complete. If you want straps, then keep on watching. And for the straps, I chose a narrow nylon cord because it's super thin. And for this, cut 4 straps, each 60 centimeters long. This creates cute adjustable bows on the shoulders. And for the position of the straps, I recommend trying on the top and position the straps accordingly to your own feeling. Use 4 pins to mark the desired strap placement before sewing them on. And I recommend sewing the straps directly on the left side of the top, securing them across the first 3 rows using several hand stitches or a small zigzag stitch on the machine. And then secure the straps on the third row, and then on the second row, and after that on the first row. So it's secured 3 times per strap. And after that, you're finished with your Hailey top with the straps. Make cute bows, and then you have the perfect summer top, made in not even 1 hour. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments, and happy sewing!